Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna share with you 5 tips to master your dance moves. So without further ado, let's dive into it, alright? The first tip is to be present. You see, when you are dancing, we often think about, the past. So, okay, I've done this before, I don't want to do this one again. Okay, I've done this movement, now I don't want to do this movement again. Okay, or maybe you're gonna be thinking about the future. All right, I've done this movement, but I haven't done this one. Okay, I'm gonna try this one now. So when you are exchanging with other dancers or you are performing in a battle, this is what there is a lot of things going on in your mind, and most of the time this prevents you from performing to your best capacity. Therefore, the key is to be present. The more present you are, the more you can avoid distraction and remain focused. So because you are focused, then you can take control over your emotion and don't let the audience or your mind distract you. All right, because you are being present, you only focus on your movement and the music, right? So this is why being present is extremely important, right? Don't think about the past, don't think about the future. The first key to master your movement is to be present. Yeah. The second tip is to be a good storyteller. Right, storytelling is very important as a dancer, right? Especially as a freestyle dancer, you don't really know what you're gonna be saying. Yeah, you don't really know what you're gonna express with your body in the moment, but your movement must be linked together, right? Because when they are linked together, then it makes them understandable and readable for the audience, and that's how you create great story. Yeah, when you are dancing, you don't want to cut. No, you really want to have a nice flow of movement and everything are linked together. There are many different techniques that you can use to actually get to that level where everything that you are doing, whenever you are moving, you are actually telling a story. And this is how you captivate your audience from the beginning to the end, right? So storytelling is extremely important, and this is one of the subjects that we work a lot inside the Beyond the Move Academy. All right, the third tip is judgment. Very important to understand that when you are dancing, there is no time for judgment. So there is no time for, oh, I've done this movement, I don't want to repeat it. Oh, I don't really feel it this today. Or, oh, the audience is not, encouraging me. Maybe they don't like maybe they don't like what I'm doing. And you see, too many things going on in your mind. There is no time for judgment. Like I said before, you need to be present. So in order to avoid judgment when you are dancing, so you can truly focus on your movement, is to understand the difference between thoughts and thinking. Thoughts and thinking are completely two different things. Thoughts will always be there. You've got so many thoughts going on in your mind when you are dancing, but that's fine if they remain this way. Now, if you start engaging with your thoughts, so you've got a thought in mind and it goes like, okay, oh, I've done this movement before, but I don't want to repeat this movement again. So now you realize that you've done this movement before. That's only a thought. But the moment you start thinking, okay, I don't want to do this movement anymore and stuff like this, you start judging your thought. Therefore, you transition from just having a thought to thinking. And when you start thinking, you start judging your movement. Therefore, you're not present anymore. Right? So this is how you are losing control over your performance. So really very important to understand the difference between thoughts and thinking. Big difference. And when you understand those two differences, then it's all right. You can say, okay, I'm gonna be dancing but no judgment. Now you are dancing and you've got these thoughts coming and say, okay, oh, I've done this movement before. That's all right, it's just a thought, let it go. I've got, oh, the audience is not really screaming and maybe they don't like what I'm doing. It's okay, it's just another thought. You just let it go and you keep going and you keep dancing. You see what I mean? That's how you actually go over your judgmental mind and being just present with what you are doing right now, you see? So no judgment is key to master your movement, yeah? So number four is to understand that every single movement counts, right? Every single movement counts. Let me give you an example. When you are talking, every single word counts. In order to make sense, you want to use every single word that is required to make the sentence understandable, right? So the same thing applies to dancing. When you are moving, don't be in a rush to hit the peak moment. Everyone is waiting for the peak moment, the moment that you're gonna make all the audience scream and people are gonna go crazy because you've done this power move and stuff like that. This is only one moment to your performance, but you need to concentrate on the overall performance. Therefore, every single movement counts. So even just this is a movement. If you do it with the right timing, the precision needed, it can be really powerful. Just this, you see what I mean? So don't focus on like this big movement or power move and stuff like this in order to make your performance great. Your entire performance can be a peak moment. You see what I mean? So very important to understand that every single movement counts. And once you understand that, you will actually embrace every single movement that you are doing, because you will know that every single movement are important. And the last tip is feeling. Here's why. A good dancer focuses on how it looks, but a great dancer focuses on how it feels. We tend to think too much about the look of the movement, what other people will think about what we do, and how clean it is and stuff like this, which is good. But when you start focusing much more on how it feels, you don't really need to think that much about how it looks, because the moment you start working more on how it feels, you start dancing, you start developing your natural way of moving, and your natural way of moving cannot be wrong. It's your way of moving and it cannot be wrong. Therefore, when you are focusing more and more on how it feels, you automatically have a good look. Your movement automatically start looking good, because not only they are clean and they're sharp, they're precise, but most importantly, there is life to your movement, because you can actually feel what you are doing. And because you can actually feel what you are doing, the audience most of the time will also feel what you are doing. Therefore, they will be able to connect with you on a deeper level, rather than just watching you doing some movement and then that's it. You see what I mean? So a good dancer focus on how it looks. A great dancer focus on how it feels. Very important to understand that. And feeling is one of the key components that will help you master your movement and push them to a whole new level. Movement is a very deep subject, so I can't really share this with you and give you the best value possible in just one simple video. All right, so this is why we've got the Beyond the Move Academy. It's an entire 1-year program, and if you want to have more details about this and see how you can actually develop your movement to the next level, you can simply click the button below this video and you will have more details about this. And the good thing is you can actually start today for free and test it out to see how valuable the program can be for you. All right, so if that sounds good to you, click on the button below and I'll see you on the other side. All right, take care, man. Bye bye.